Will the Sixers make the playoffs? Now, we're at the All-Star break, and I must say, as a Sixers fan, this season has been so enjoyable. Despite being, what are we done, like 12 games under 500 or something like that. Despite all of that, this has been a really fun, really entertaining season if you're a Sixers fan. That just shows you how bad we have been in the past 3 years, especially the last two, winning 10 games last season and like 18 or so the year before. But this year has been so much fun, man. It started off bad with the news about Ben Simmons and not playing until January. Here we are in February, and he still has not played a regular season game. More on that later. But Joel Embiid, I didn't want him to be on the team. I was tired of this team getting big men that was already injured. Now, most of you guys have heard me say this before in my other videos, but he's so much better than I thought he could ever be. I'm happy as hell that he's actually on my team. But he's out. He has his own injury. He's dancing on stage with a bum knee and all of that. But I don't think this team's going to make the playoffs. I don't. I think we're, what are we, like 10th or something right now? We're 5.5 or so right now behind the Pistons. We're 13th and we're 5.5, which it's doable. You got the Knicks and the Hornets with Kemba and the Bucks. Bucks are not playing as well as I thought they would play this season. But I don't think the Sixers are going to make the playoffs this year as a Sixers fan. And I don't think the Sixers organization really wants us to make the playoffs. And here's why. The team chemistry looks great. Dario Saric, he's a guy that really no one's talking about, but he's balling. TJ's balling. A lot of guys are they're really balling, and the chemistry looks good. But I don't think we really want to make the playoffs. The fans do. We want to see it. We want to see the Sixers in the playoffs. AFC, we're no matter what seed, no matter who we have to play, we want the playoffs in Philly. We want that. But if they're the Sixers organization, do you really want to make the playoffs? You got to think about it. Do you really want to make the playoffs? Because the way it looks, the Sixers are 13th. Embiid, he's going to come back off this injury or whatever. He's going to be in a minutes restriction. He has been in a minutes restriction. Jahlil Okafor will end up being traded. And he's the guy I would prefer to be traded between, him and Nerlens Noel. He's going to be traded before the deadline. Ben Simmons I think Simmons has been ready to play since January. I honestly do. But this is the point I'm trying to make here with the organization really doesn't want to make the playoffs. If the Sixers we get a pick, we get somewhere, let's say top 10. We're 13th. You got the Lakers, you got the Suns out there. They're bad. Nets, Magic. Those teams, we can probably get a 10th pick or so. Between 1 and 10. And you get a 10th pick or under, and you have Simmons and Joel Embiid, Nerlens Noel come back next season, at the start of next season. Like, you can get the chemistry ready for Simmons and the rest of the guys in the off season. You could do that in the off season, or maybe even the last month this season of the NBA. The last month, you can do that. Get them ready for next season, and then really go after the playoffs. This year, we're really just trying to figure things out. Who's going to be here for the future? Next thing you know, we're actually playing. We're actually competing. We have 11 more wins than we did all last season. We're actually competing. Even when we lose, we're competing. We still have those droughts in games where it'll go 4 minutes without scoring, things like that. But we're actually competing, and the next thing you know, the Sixers are 5.5 games out. Sixers are stringing a couple games together without Joel Embiid. So I don't think the organization really wants to make the playoffs. I think they're trying to hit another time in the lottery. Like I said, with a good 10th pick or something like that, and then you get the guys ready in the off season, and then they really go after it. Me, I want to see the playoffs. My team hasn't made the playoffs, and I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. I don't think we'll see Simmons back. Now, if Simmons do come back right after the All-Star break, that makes everything I said go to shit. That means we're really trying to go after the 8th spot. But it's gonna be hard. You know, the Bucks are full with talent. It sucks what happened to Parker. He's out for the rest of the season, but I think they can still get the 8th spot from the Pistons. Who knows what the Bulls are gonna do? That organization looks like shit. It doesn't look right with Wade on that team. It just doesn't. Wade in a Bulls uniform just doesn't look right. It still haven't really hit me. Jimmy Buckets is a great player. The Pacers I thought would be the second in the East. So who knows, man? You know, I don't know if the Hornets can make it. Kemba's having a great season, but I don't know if they're going to make it. But I don't think my Sixers will make it. But if we do, I'll be happy as hell. If you're a Sixers fan, get in a comment section and let me know. Do you think the boys are going to make the playoffs this year? If you're not a Sixers fan, get in there and let me know your thoughts about what my Sixers have been doing this season. Whatever it is, guys, get in the comment section. Let me know. Like, share, subscribe. Till the next video, I'm out.